Hey, welcome back, everybody. I just want to make a few comments or observations about this election with Kamala and Trump. Um, Seems like everything Trump says, everything he plans on doing, no tax on tips. Kamala comes right behind him as part of her campaign now, no tax on tips. He was talking about securing the border and everything else. Now she's got a big ad out about how tough she is on crime and how she's going to secure the border and do everything else that she should have been doing for the last 3.5 years. Um, but I can honestly say I'm diehard Trump. I'm going to vote for Trump. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Um, Between Trump and Elon Musk, they can probably change the whole world. The only thing that really kind of bothers me, I guess, at this point is the fact that I think that both sides have spent more time smearing each other than they have actually talking about the policies and the changes and not just what they plan on doing when they take office, but how they're going to do it, which is usually what's going to win over the majority of your voters. Yes, your diehard Trump voters are going to vote yes, regardless of whatever you say. I mean, they're just going to vote Trump. But there is that outlying section of voters who want to hear what you're going to do and how you're going to do it and when you're going to do it. The blue collar people, the ones that it really hits the most, with the high inflation, the high taxes, everything else. Those are the people that, in my opinion, need to get back in touch with and get them back on board, because you can't believe everything you read in the news, but from what I've read from multiple different news sources, Trump has been losing some voters to Kamala. I think most of that is in part to all the concerts she puts on and all the fake uh, AI imaging and everything else, making it look like she's way cooler than she actually is, because she still can't talk without a teleprompter. So there is that. But we have to win. Trump has to win this election. We all know they're going to try to stop him and they're going to try to disqualify him. But we have to win this election. Otherwise, this country is going to go to hell in a handbasket between Kamala and the stolen valor king, who wants to slice and dice everybody's little kids up and have tampons in your son's bathrooms, and all the pedophiles get to run free and raise havoc, along with all of the transgender nation who will end up taking over. Nobody wants that. Nobody needs that. We need to get some control back in the country. We need to get the illegals out of this country. We got to get it back on top. We got to get inflation down, taxes down, cost of living needs to go back to where it was, to where people can actually survive and not live paycheck to paycheck. You have tons of veterans who are living off of barely nothing, disability checks that can barely make ends meet, homeless veterans. But all of the government money and everything like that, it's all going toward the illegal aliens right now, and we have to get them the hell out of this country as quickly as possible. They are soaking the healthcare system dry. So these are a lot of points that I think, in my opinion, Trump needs to start focusing a little bit more on, and not as much as talking shit about Kamala, because everybody knows she's a piece of shit. She did nothing for 3.5 years while she was in office. That's a living proof. She's talking about doing this, this, and this. Well, I'm sorry, bitch. You had 3.5 years to get all this stuff done. You ain't done nothing now? You expect the public and the the whole voting community to believe that you're going to do it over the next 4 years when you already had 3.5 years to do something, and you sat on your ass talking about making recipes and everything else and cackling like a hyena. But we have to make dang sure we deadlock this win and lock it in. Because otherwise, we're not going to be far behind the UK and everywhere else. But that's just my 2 cents. So let me know what you think.